Hello viewers, how are you? Uh, my today discussion is about the Prosperity Party, or the party that is established by Abiy Ahmed. The topic I give to my discussion is the original sin of Prosperity Party, or the original sin of Abiy Ahmed. Why his administration is in such crisis? What is the original sin? We will analyze this according to what I understand. The first problem, the first original sin of Abiy Ahmed is that he is extreme unitarist in ethnic-based federalism system. Extreme unitarist in a society that understands and that appreciates its own identity, its language, and the society that studied for 27 years about its own identity, which was much better, and it is a national question in Ethiopia in the last 130 years. Therefore, as soon as he came to power, he started to neglect such issues. He became the extremist unitarist, not only unitarist, by the way, similar to what we call totalitarianist. This is the main cause. Just he believes that the central government must be strong, the other are like a subject. He told this in Ethiopian language in many ways. In many ways, he explained. This is one of the cause and the sin. The second sin I understand is that he rejected the Oromo questions that brought him to power. He insulted Oromo nationalism, by which he came to power, because he came to power because he was in OPDO, Oromo People Democratic Organization, which was established to abolish OLF by the TPLF. It is an organization in which the TPLF took over Oromia using this name, and the group from the OPDOs they don't understand Oromo questions, and they don't want to hear what the Oromo nationalism question is. That is why even though they were leading the largest region and the richest region in the country, they couldn't answer the Oromo question, because it was established by the TPLF. We understand, we know that, to oppose OLF, to destroy OLF. That is the ideology. But Abiy Ahmed was the member of OPDO. He was the leader or the chairman of OPDO, because the Lamma Magarsa gave him that chairperson, and he became Ethiopian prime minister because he was the leader of OPDO. That means he came to power by the Oromo protest, by the Cairo protest. The Oromo nationalism brought him to power, but he insulted the Oromo nationalism in many languages, and he rejected the major Oromo questions coming to power. Because of this, he lost much of the support from Oromia. This is the biggest sin. The third is he eliminated order. He eliminated the order in the party, bringing this new party we call Prosperity Party, even though the membership, the individuals who are the member of the parties are the member of EPRDF. That means it is a copy of EPRDF minus TPLF. From the EPRDF, TPLF is experienced in politics because TPLF was the dominant party in the EPRDF and they were much experienced in many ways in the politics of the whole. And not only in Ethiopia, in the politics of the whole, they were experienced. We have to talk this. When we compare them with EPRDF members, that's what I'm saying. Not comparing with other parties, but compared to the four EPRDF members, TPLF was experienced. But the Prosperity Party established, removing the TPLF, they came together without any experience of politics. So incapable individuals became the leader of the party. This is another sin which brought Ethiopia to crisis. The other is his own behavior. He wanted to be appreciated, and he wanted to be appreciated or worshipped like a king. He told this to the Opidio members while he was on a meeting. We got information that he told them, if you don't respect me, I am going to slaughter you. This is the word he used. Okay, we will slaughter each other if you don't respect my position and my everything. He told to the Opidios before establishing Prosperity Party. Slaughtering. It's a very, very amazing word. In politics, you say this. Then he gave himself with just overconfidence. Then he taught himself as a king. Even he told us that he's the seventh king of the country. Considering himself as a king means similar to the imperialism time in human life. He's saying, I got the power from the divine, from God, not by the people, not from the people, not from the parliament. I got this position, this power from the divine power, so I must be respected. Okay, nobody must not touch me. I don't take any criticism for my power. That is the meaning. So he started to remove experienced individuals. He started to remove educated individuals from the politics. He started to destroy all of them, including his best friends, those who were supporting him to come to power, like Lamma Magarsa and the Workine Gabayo, who gave him power. He removed them, he destroyed them from the system of the politics to be a dominant individual, even not as a party, individually, to be a dominant, to be a figure, and he became populist in many ways. He became the populist. Actually, for 6 months, okay, he was very respected person. the country because he was working with his friends. After the 6 months, his life changed. Everything changed. He became public populist. While there is problem in the country, while there is killing in the country, he wants something which is very, very small, which is not expected of the prime minister. But he show his picture, his photo every time, doing something like watering flower or something like that. And every talk his talk is not the talk that can solve the problems, but the talk which you cannot understand, which, you know, the imaginary or illusions, something illusions which you cannot see, you cannot understand. This is another sin. The other behavior that we have seen on him is he don't accept any advices from his friends, according to the information we are told. Actually, he said he is a king. As he is the 7th king, he must not accept. Yeah, that is it. And he told us that in the last 27 years, during the time when TPLF was the dominant party in the EPRDF, we were in the darkness, he said. We were in the darkness. Then he came to power. In the last 2 years, Ethiopia is in the darkness. More than that of 27 years. I can say that I'm not TPLF. I'm Oromo. I'm Oromo. Okay, in many ways, I am similar to him in religion, in many ways, okay? But he admits that. And we can say many sins, but the last sin I want to see, the last, not the least, but the most important. He is a liar. He's a liar, a true liar. What he speaks in the morning, he speaks the opposite in the afternoon. And in the evening, he speaks another issue. Or the same thing he said in the morning. Not as a friend, but in the parliament. In the parliament of 100 million population, he speaks something in the morning. On the next day, he speaks another issue. I can give you one example on this. On the Eritrean military invading Tigray, first in the parliament, he said there is no any Eritrean military. That is false. We didn't bring Eritrean military. On the second parliament, he said the Eritreans military in Ethiopia, they came because they have the security threat on the border with Tigray. He said that. But he said also they don't go back to Eritrea. They have to stay here because there is security threats. After 2 days, he went to Eritrea and they come back and he said, we agreed with the Eritrean government to remove Eritrean military from Ethiopia. He himself said they will not go, they will not be removed, they stay in Ethiopia. After 2 days, he said, we will remove them. It is a system of cheating, liar. I think because of what he has been working. He was working around the security, okay, information issue around the security area. I don't know. Because of his profession, his life is changing. I don't know, but he's a very liar. He lied many ways. What he lied to Oromo people. One of the Oromo demand, one of the Oromo biggest question in Ethiopia is, Oromo is the largest ethnic group in the country, just can be around 50% of the population, if you can talk. What they have been asking is to make Afan Oromo, the Oromo language, the federal working language. because the federal government is on the land of Oromia, in the center of Oromia, in the capital city, Finfinne, and the Oromia contributes more than 65% of the GDP of the country, and the new generation has been studying by Oromo language in the last 27 years, so they don't understand Amharic very well in many ways. Therefore, to bring inclusiveness, to make the country more peaceful, it is better to make the Ethiopian working language 2 languages at least, Amharic and Afan Oromo, because it is the experience in many countries in Africa. Minimum, many countries have 2 languages in Africa, even in the East Africa. He said, we will do it. 99% is finished. He said that before 2 years. 99% finished, he said. The 1% left stayed for 2 years now. And even he spoke the opposite, coming to the public one day, saying, there are 6,000 languages in the world, but there are 192 countries. So don't speak about language, he said. He tried to take us to the old era in which the country must speak only one language. He lied to people. These are the examples I took. But many, many ways. Every day he lied. Not only lying himself, he bring to power the people, those who are liars, those who lies people, cheaters. He bring, you can say, his team, the Abiy team who came to power, most of them, I can say this 100%. Most of them are corruptors, liars, and they live by illusion. The illusion that Ethiopia is the biggest country, the best country in the world. Ethiopia is a country blessed by God. Ethiopia is a country of land, God, something very special, which is illusion. That means Ethiopia is created by God, Kenya is created by God, Zimbabwe is created by God, Germany is created by God, America is created by God, every country is created by God. No, just it is nothing to say very special, not any speciality. Country is a country. It is a place where human beings live. But they think Ethiopia has a very special as a paradise, making it illusion, very special issue. They think that those are the Abiy team who are on power. He wants such individuals, and the individuals, those who respect him in many ways, in everything. If you don't respect him as a king, if you don't appreciate him on medias, if you explain him in very special way to the public, he will not bring you to power. This is what has been happening in Ethiopia. After 2 years, what we have seen now in Tigray is happening, what we have seen in Oromia is happening. Now the country is in crisis. Even we don't have a word to speak the crisis, what is happening in the country. Many people are being killed daily. Ethiopia is totally bleeding. But still, what he is speaking is against that. Still, there is no any responsibility. And now Ethiopia is in almost, we can say, in a civil war, starting civil war in many ways. Already it happened in the northern part of the country, between the Amharas and the Tigrayan. In the other parts also, there is a preparation on such a way, and the central government has not enough power, enough task force to prevent this. The way we understand the Ethiopian politics and the way we understand what's happening in Ethiopia now, we fear that there will be a danger not only for Ethiopians, for the region. We may lose many people and we may lose much. As the country is weakened, we may see something bombing or something, a terrorist attack even in the country. That is what we fear. Because the way the government is acting will complicate the issue, complicate the problem. It is not the way they solve the problem. They don't want to solve the problem. They put all good minds, all good politicians, loved politicians, educated politicians in prison. The Prosperity Party, or the team on power now, they prevented the most important influential political parties in the country not to participate in election by closing down all the offices in the country, like OLF, like OFC, the most important parties in Ethiopian history, not only for Oromo people, for all of them, for all nations and nationalities. They are the most important parties, but they made them not to participate. But the government is campaigning by saying we are going to make election, while more than 90% of the country is under the military command post, and in some areas out of the control of the government. The government is not leading many parts of the country. This is not what I'm saying. It is what government himself said. Most of the places are ungoverned space. Nationalism is making, and ethnic is not the problem in the country now. The problem is the politics and the politicians of Prosperity Party and Abiy Ahmed himself. Therefore, we call international community in many ways to attend the Ethiopian issue very well. This is my message. This is my message because in human history, we may see something very special. If you see some videos and what's happening, people are killing each other, something really dangerous, really dangerous. What happened in the Wallo area, what happened in Wallo in Shawa, the place Shawa is a central part of the country. What we have seen is very bad. It is something like religious related conflict and ethnic conflict, like both, which is very dangerous. Making people out of the ambulance and making them by knife. Really, I cannot tell you. It is on social media. You can see the videos, and it is a very, very dangerous situation. I cannot speak now. Therefore, we call international community and concerned institutions to attend the Ethiopian issue and to make pressure on that government to come to dialogue, to have all-inclusive government, because the Ethiopian problem is political problem. Therefore, the solution will be political too. That is my message of today. Thank you so much. Subscribe, share, and like my channel. Bye.